Hi there. Instead of playing something new, like I usually like to do for a more or less major update to Oxygen Not Included Spaced Out DLC, I kind of sort of have taken the last week and more or less spent about 12 endgame hours just playing. Kelsey has as well, but she's more on the base game side of things and
Yep.
has. You've made it really far, haven't you?
I finally got the year achievement in one of my maps.
I can't believe it's taken you that long, but yeah.
It took me this long.
Hey, you did good. I think you did
Yay.
good. So, anyways, instead of like going around and wasting a bunch of time, not not ever really making that much progress on a game of Oni. Instead, we're gonna go from here, where I've already played a map for a couple of hours. It's been fun. Hey drummer, how's it going? Um, Things are more or less established, but it's still pretty meh, more or less. Are
On
you
the
guys?
colony?
What? Yeah, on the colony. So here we're just gonna go right in. How's it going, guys? We have Jackbox 8 downloaded and ready to go
For tomorrow.
for tomorrow.
Yes.
The only thing we did was tweak some settings because nobody wants to be doing that right there in the middle of
Set up?
yeah, like it's supposed to be game time. Instead of all the whole yeah, like let's do some initial setup. No, like we're good. We're good to go. Some of it looks really weird. I'm not gonna lie. What's up, Piccolo? That sucks. That really sucks.
Now, by calls from home, do you mean like you're going back to distance learning? Or like they're just calling the parents?
Oh, I took that as a you have to do like a school conference call into school,
Like Zoom?
like Zoom.
Virtual? Yeah.
Drummer, I still have to upload, not upload. I still have to finish downloading Back for Blood. I haven't able to get my friends, my other friends to get on with it. Actually get it downloaded or whatever. So it's kind of annoying, and I feel like I'm at a standstill at the moment. But it's whatever. I really want to play. I really do want to play. Ooh. Hey, Unkindled, how are you doing? Are you doing fine? All right, so hang on. I should explain. We're almost a year in on this colony that I've been playing. Oh, dude, I don't know how to count. I've spent a lot more time on this than I thought. I was like, yeah, it's been like 12, 13 hours on the colony. No, it's about 24 hours old, or well, 20, 22, 23 hours old. Oh,
It's
sheesh.
good that you're doing good. We don't think we ever had it, but if we did, it was in the early stages before widespread testing was available. But again, we're pretty sure neither of us has ever had it. But both of my parents have had it, and it sucks. uh,
Well, we came down with
yeah.
something last December, like late
Again,
last December, but
December of 2819.
yeah, but
So it's like, but I don't
no,
think that was it.
20. No, it's 2020. I don't know how to tell time in the pandemic anymore.
No, I graduated in 2020. So if you're thinking about your
Hang on.
graduation, that was 2019.
No, we came down with something weird last year.
Not, I don't remember that.
Didn't you and I both went down with something?
No.
Am I misremembering things now?
Yeah. We both went down after my dad visited and he had something
Well, I was like a little sick
in
last year, but
2019.
yeah.
Why are we having this conversation?
Because COVID is still very real, very relevant, and we're still seeing some really messed up things all around.
I'm sorry, Unkindled, but I got better just reminds me of Monty Python. I'm feeling better. I'm happy.
Oh god, gosh dang it,
That
gosh dang it.
movie, the
I
quotes
know,
pop
I
up at
I
the weirdest
know,
times.
I know. Red, trust me, I'm still on like it's still like I just graduated last year, right? Like I'm
No.
still 20. Actually, I don't even know how old I am.
You're
Exactly.
gonna be 30 this year.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're
No,
gonna be 30.
no, I'm
Face the
not.
reality.
No, you're counting wrong.
Are you gonna be 29?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay,
I
time.
have
Hang
my
on. Hang on.
calculator.
Time doesn't exist. Time does not exist in the pandemic. Let's just assume that. I know one thing, and it's that I am not 30. Oh, trust me, Unkindled. One of the
Yeah, you're gonna be 29.
I told you,
I've spent the
I
last few
am not
months thinking
30.
we're both 29.
I am not 30,
Okay.
and I agree with that sentiment, Red. Like that is why they are an X. I mean, you don't have to like with an SO, you don't have to like be all up in each other's business, but
I
it
get to
helps.
laugh at him in front of people
It helps.
in very fun ways.
It really helps. Anyways, hang on. Let me finish that up, and then yeah. So if I just hover over that,
Chaos.
instead of having to sit through like 6 of my shortest streams, getting up to this point, playing on a bigger world for a Rime map on Spaced Out, um, this is happening instead. I've been playing for the past week, just messing around, trying to explore the map, and I barely found the freaking teleporter. So I'm trying to set that up so I can actually send people over, and decided that now would be a good time to actually stream the map because well, ain't nobody want to see all the setup that goes into the 23, yeah, 23 hours I went to get here. But I've been taking it kind of slowly, so yeah.
It usually doesn't take you that long, yeah. And yeah, it's like the stupid pandemic is just like
It's like, what year is
well,
it?
and
I
not,
don't
not
know.
only that, but there's also the issue of after you turn 21, age doesn't really matter until you hit like 30.
It's like, can you drink? Yes.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that's it.
Great. Just understand you're not 30 yet. Everybody's good. Everybody's happy. Kelsey, on Sudsies, isn't that how your mom is?
No, my mom has been 30 for the past
But exactly,
few dozen years.
she's
yeah.
been a certain age for the past.
Yeah.
Oh wait, should I not do that? No, I can do that. We're just gonna not. I'm just not gonna open it up. After 30. After 30, my body's trying to like give me some strange ass signals now, and it's really weird. Like, hey, did you sleep with like an extra inch like up on your pillows? I'm
Yeah.
sorry, your neck hurts all day.
We're back in our day now.
Oh boy. Yeah, yeah.
We're back in our day now. Like we've uttered that sentence and it's like, wait, we're not that old. We shouldn't be saying that.
Like you're making me feel old. Stop. No, I haven't tamed anything. Oh hell. I can't hear you all the way over there, printer pod. Hey, look, Paku.
Get more Paku for your
Yeah,
pet
hang on.
kit.
I'm gonna grab these Paku. I'm sitting at a healthy 13 people. I don't need more dupes right now. But what I will do is here, let's close this up for now so so that the Paku actually go where they need to.
I think we're having too much of an existential age crisis.
This isn't
conversation
this is
in the chat.
definitely an aging crisis, yes. You guys were able to drink to begin with?
To explain that, Yanni here carries the gene that he can't really digest alcohol. So
I can't get drunk, but it hurts if I try.
Yeah.
I mean, I can drink, but not like chug chug kind of thing. Ooh. I feel so distracted right now.
I know. You're keeping an eye on the chat.
I have to. It's like when chat's on, I freaking love it.
Yeah.
Hang on. Everything good?
Yeah. You
Everything
don't really.
good.
You don't get drunk.
I can't.
And we haven't tried like making him drink enough to like trigger anything, because that's kind of a bad idea.
Like picture me as Red Hulk if I try and drink. It's not the anger, it's just I am red.
Yeah, he turned red. Like he doesn't get angry, he just turns
That is
red.
his name, right? Red Hulk. Am I even calling out the right
I think
thing?
that's
I
his
think
name.
I'm calling out the right thing here. So we're gonna try and go. Oops.
Ha! You do
See,
it too. You
I
do
do
it
yeah I
too.
do it too. I promise I'm not drunk. I haven't been drinking alcohol, but I can't draw straight for crap.
With all this talk, I might drink something tomorrow and kick everyone's asses.
That's your special ability though. Like
Yes.
you drink.
I drink and I beat everyone's asses at Jackbox.
Yeah. Ooh, fry how?
Go
Fry
ask
how?
Cheese. Cheese knows drunk Kelsey wins.
Hey, at this point, I could probably leave this colony alone. I mean, it's only 360. I can leave it alone, and they'll do fine. But I still need to get hang on.
Hey, so
Oh,
see,
it's gonna
that's
look
why you make
bad. It's
extra
gonna look
saves.
bad.
You know, someone dies, you just go back.
Here, I need to get this going, but since it's Rime, I've got a nice healthy layer of liquid chlorine on top of on top of my crude oil. And I'm jealous of that. 2300, the
I
highest I've ever
just got the
been.
year achievement.
I can't believe you just
I
got the year
just got the
achievement.
year achievement.
The closest I've been is 14, maybe 1500. Sometimes they get abandoned by boredom. Sometimes that 1400 one got abandoned by heat. I
Well,
colossally effed up.
and oh, I want that update. Crap, that means I'm gonna have to start new.
Yeah,
You know,
that's usually
that's
the
been
thing that
happening
happens
too.
to us. It's like, hey, it's a new update. You might as well restart, right? Sure, sure. Yeah, I would. It feels wrong. Like I would like to experience a hangover, but at the same time, I kind of don't. But I'm pretty sure I'd be in a really bad place if I actually do have a hangover. Okay, everything's wait. Oh right, you. It's like there's a new update. Prepare to lose an ungodly amount of hours playing the game. And again, yeah, 23 hours in this game. Like what
What's your
the
OT
hell?
room look like?
Oh, this? Hang on. I closed it up like that. I kind of learned it from the 100 dupe challenge.
Oh,
I don't know why I did
that
that.
room. Got it.
I felt like it was a good idea. I've got like 3 of them set up around the base because this one, I think this
This
one's
is
just
spaced out. Yeah?
yeah.
Yeah, he's playing the spaced out.
Hello.
Whenever I play, it's usually the base game because I haven't even made it to space in the base game. I don't want to keep adding, like, new processes.
I don't want a hangover. I believe you, but I feel like I'm past the age where I should try because I'm aware that they get worse with age. So yeah, this one's only handling all oxygen production for like free floating shit. Oxygen in the base. I did not mean to do that. So one right there. That's good. It's overpressure. I don't have to worry about anything. And the same with that one, but it's still hot as
One of
balls.
them goes to suit station, right?
Sort of, kind of.
Yeah.
The oxygen room over here, which is actually pretty cold. Um, that one
Why do
ends
you
up
have two
going.
oxygen rooms?
I have 3
Why?
to keep a handle on the heat production. There,
Why?
if it helps you, 2 of them are being fed by the main water pit over here, and the other one's being fed by this.
Why?
Because I can.
Okay. See ya, Sudsy. Little bait here.
Thanks, Sudsy. Have a good night. Or if you come back, I hope nothing's gone bad yet.
Yeah. Yet. Yet is always important.
Yeah, I'm still convinced I probably won't end up getting a hangover or anything.
Well, it's like,
Not
seriously,
not for lack
you
of
don't
trying.
really digest it. So.
Yeah, I'm just gonna accept it. I by default I am the designated driver and I'm okay with that. I should clean that
You
up.
remember that time we actually did go out to a party and I was the designated driver? And all you had was
Um
one chocolate martini.
Dude,
That's all you
that
decided to
professor
have.
that
I like
professor
that
was
professor.
cool. That professor was cool. Hang
Yeah,
on,
he was
guys.
awesome.
How are we doing up here? How are
Dude,
we doing
he
up here?
hosted his class and made everyone margaritas and shit. Like,
Actually, no. Let's make that a 7. Let's make
you
that a
say
7.
what you wanted. He made it for you.
He still ID'd you.
Yeah, he ID'd you. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Like he wasn't gonna. And well, that class was like a senior level class. It's like you weren't taking that as a freshman.
I mean, you better not.
Yeah.
You'd have to get carded, and the dude was super chill, super cool.
He also taught a master's level class, so like if you're in a master's level class, you're not young.
Actually, wait. Should I even make a fire pole here? Ah, why not? It gives people something to do. Not that I
Make
expect
sure
people
you
to
have
return.
metal. Suddenly
There's
you're not
plenty
gonna
of
have
metal.
any metal.
There's plenty of metal. I don't like the sand down here, but there's plenty of metal.
But yeah, he hosted a. It was basically a.
I think it was an end of the semester.
Yeah, congratulations for passing the class party. We went to his house, which was a very nice house. He gave us a tour of his wine room.
I was gonna say the
which is
dude had
something
like a
that's-
wine cellar.
Yeah, it's like.
As a college teacher.
It's like, honestly, I kind of strive to be him. He and his wife, no kids, just, they had a wine room, they had all these cool stories. He made everyone alcoholic drinks. Like, that was so awesome. But yeah, he did ID everyone before he made them drinks. Made sure they had designated drivers, or, like, you know, we're planning on getting a cab or ride the bus. You know, he was responsible about it. Why do you have a random dig in the middle?
Oh, that's how I'm denoting floors.
Okay. Fair enough.
I mean, some of them do. Some of them, I genuinely do question, like, hey, are you okay?
Wasn't he a researcher too?
Yeah,
he not
yeah.
only made the teacher money, but the researcher
Yeah,
money too?
that particular dude
Yeah.
was, yeah. Hang on, feel like I'm stalling for time
But
while we
he was a good teacher. Like,
get that
he
finished
wasn't one
up
of those
there.
people like, hey, I'm a researcher first and a teacher second. Like, he took teaching actually seriously, which I appreciated.
Yeah. He's definitely one of my favorites, like, of all time. Yeah, I don't have, like, anything really tamed. I've got this room set up for this cool steam vent, and I just rolled with the abyssalite protrusions. It's like, yay, great. Whatever. Just leave it there. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Like there's wiring hooked up. There's piping hooked
Also,
up.
Where is who should not be named? Is she?
She's
over
on the
there?
couch. Yeah, she's on the couch.
If I say her name, she's gonna wake up and come to me. So it's like, hold on, where is she?
I'm finally dabbling around with actually getting like a what's it called? Handle on some automation. So I gotta say this is the only mod that I do play with, the germicidal lights, because nobody really likes to deal with the polluted water vents with all the germs and shit. So just running those, it just makes me happy, and it's the only thing that I really like to keep on.
Dude, that's kudos to that guy for going out and getting his own samples. Like that's just amazing. I don't like hiking, but if like my passion was like something like that, I would want to be that good, I guess is the word I was gonna say. Do you still not have a use for that chlorine bit?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Remember what that balm lilies grow in chlorine.
I know. I'm planning on using it at some point. It's like I've got stuff set up for it. It's just, hey, look, there's my year achievement.
Woo!
Okay.
Yay!
Anyway, backing out of the achievement list. That's awesome. I want to say I've had more run-ins with like good researcher teacher
People.
types than the terrible like I have tenure fu
Oh, but we've seen
teacher.
plenty
No,
of
we've seen plenty of
terrible
those. Yeah. Ooh, hey, I heard you that time. Hello.
Where'd she get 21 Mercury seeds?
I don't know.
That's a lot.
I'm just gonna print out more because I don't want more people right now. The sooner they finish that stupid ladder up, the better. Oh, is that what you're waiting on? Here, maybe you guys can slide up like a reverse fireman. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh shit, my thing. Hey, can one of y'all like get that? Thanks.
My preferred is using
let me
Journey
scroll
ones with
down.
UV lights. Not only because what he's doing right now, but
I feel like you
my
borrowed that from me.
yeah, but those UV lights, the mod
Oh.
works as a light source for the bristle blossoms. So right now in my base, I have a dirty water pit um, feeding into a clean water pit, after filtering, and have the UV lights in the clean water pit growing bristle blossoms.
Yeah. Oh, unkindled. What have you used a chlorine gas vent for? I'm aware that you need to condense some chlorine gas to a liquid, because I'm pretty sure the gassy grass, right? Gassy grass.
I think that needs
I think that's
chlorine.
what it's called. Yeah, I've never made it that far to actually bring back like a gassy moo
You did
and get
once,
the
and you
thing.
couldn't figure out how to get
I
him off
couldn't
the.
wrangle him.
You
No,
couldn't get him off the.
he died on the thing. I'm sorry, what?
You make plastic out of chlorine?
I'm sorry, what?
How?
Like
All my
explain.
all my plastic comes from wall sheep.
Yeah, I usually go with that. Oh, okay, no, that sounds like I don't really want to do that except to get that one achievement one time. Hey, are you good? Are you good? Ah, you're good enough. I'd like to think the other two oxygen rooms are yeah, they're definitely self-powering at this point. This last one is not self-powering yet. I mean, there's still a manual generator there. There probably isn't enough gas in here, but you know what? Let's find out. The way we've been handling that one is with the glossy Drecos, we've been... Oh, damn, I don't even have that room type here. We've been doing this really weird room design to get a stable where the top half is filled with hydrogen and the bottom half is just normal stuff for, what are they called? The mealwoods. Yeah, so it's like this weird, like, wavy at the top, normal at the bottom, design for the plastic Dreco things.
You mean my farm?
We both use that design, don't we?
Yeah, I was the one that came up with it.
Yeah,
So it's my farm.
you make weird designs that I borrow. I make weird designs that you borrow. Like it works out. It's mutually beneficial, right? Sure, here.
What I do is I make a room, and basically it has the mealwood at the bottom growing out of farm tiles. At the top it has hydrogen, because the Drecos only grow in hydrogen. And they mutate into the glassy Drecos if they eat mealwood from a living plant. So I just put them in a room with them growing, have auto harvest off, and ta-da! I'm making, uh,
Shit.
good conditions for them to become glossy Drecos. The map I have right now, I think I called it Fun Acropolis. Yeah, something like that.
Is there a method to your madness?
Fun is my off-stream ones.
Okay.
And I like the words they come up with, so I just put fun and then a suggestion from them. Anyways, in that one I have 5 glossy Drecos. I'm very happy because all my dupes have actual bedrooms, and that's all I can ask for.
Oh, I might need to send water. Or look, I've got water to send to the other colony instead. Sweet. Okay, there's an idea. Now I have to play with something off stream too. Thank you for that. Ah, hang on. I'm willing to bet. Hang on. How do you?
My only problem right now on that map, the room that you're currently in is the only room that is the right temperature for them. So I can't move them. They're stuck.
Here, somebody
Because
humor
I
me with
started
that.
on a Rime map on that one. So they don't have the temperature.
Funny you should say that, Red. Last year we played Luigi's Mansion 3 as our spooky Halloween month, yeah, spooky month.
Hold on, I'm gonna open my Steam library and see what we have.
Yeah, go ahead. We have Phasmophobia and we've been like playing around with the idea of like, should we do that? We're not really big horror fans, but yeah, that.
I mean, technically Valheim, since, you know, jump scare last time we played. Get, you know, attacked by 20 of the fucking Ents and...
We might.
What the fuck?
I think we'll have to. All right. So what I'm hearing from you on Kindle is I might just expand this room over after, you know, getting rid of this, and actually use it as a bomb lily farm. So that sounds good.
Phasmophobia whenever it was like on sale.
Yes,
So
we did.
we both have it. Neither of us have touched it because we just haven't.
That's why I put a ring on it. Sorry. Hang on. College actually.
Yes.
Hang on. I gotta talk. I need to send Bonnie over because Bonnie is the one that is gonna suffer the most. But she's got digging, construction, farming, grilling, and carrying. So she's good. Ironically, hang on, since Red and Drummer are here as well.
Thank you. You guys are the only ones who think I'm cool.
Hey, I'm right here. I'm right here.
You don't count. You're me.
Sure. All right, that's the first teleport person over for a change. Okay, I'm happy with this. Here, pick up this person. Pick up this person. May. We have May, and that was a brand new achievement. We love you guys too. Thank you. Oh, it is a new achievement. First teleport of call.
Yeah. It's like, honestly though, when I was younger, like before I met you, I didn't talk to people about gaming because, you know, I don't know, they kind of thought I was a poser. No,
what?
Like, no. Because I'm very specific about what games I play. So they're like, oh, you don't like this, and you're not a gamer.
Wait. Hydrogen.
Like,
dude, she knows about Pokemon. Of course I had to ask her out.
Dude, we didn't have to buy 2 copies to trade with ourselves anymore.
That's the biggest perk. That is the biggest perk. Okay, oh, these guys are gonna... Hey, that's really fortunate. This the input and the output are right next to each other.
But no, like in high school, I had different groups of friends, like, talked about different things. Because if you told the other group of friends, hey, Kelsey likes this, they'd be like, oh, no, she doesn't. It was very strange. I don't know if that was just high school or what.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Do it.
No, I am. Yeah, I want a door. I want that little morale bonus. Even though there's no clean water on this colony right now.
Oh, whenever I make that in the beginning, I disable it until I get enough water. Like, who cares about washing your hands in this game? I gotta put that little asterisk.
It's like, what do we look like? Do we actually have a corporeal form? We do.
Yeah.
It hurts.
You're a massive fish. That's what you are.
What? Why would I?
Because you have so many fish. So you're just a fish.
You, we. What do you mean? What is this you? We have so many fish.
I take care of the turtles, you take care of the fish.
Okay, I can agree with that. I can agree with that completely. These guys are gonna hate me. They need a bed. They would like a bed.
Dude, there's a mod that... Why am I surprised there's a mod that does
I've seen that mod. I've been wondering about it. Man, I effed up and accidentally unleashed zombie spores on one of my colonies.
Yeah, we're just NPCs running around. That's all we are.
It's like there's no camera because there's nothing to show. Wait,
there's no camera because I like to keep the light off at night.
Hey, can
I
you help
don't want
May?
a bright light in my face when we play till midnight,
May?
and then I want to go to bed.
May,
I've
May,
had
please.
That happen before.
It's because they want to build it, but instead of digging out the stuff to build it, they just do that. These guys are gonna sit down on they're gonna go to sleep on hard floor.
Hopefully one doesn't go to sleep in the water pit.
Hopefully. Oh look, you're idle. Good for you.
I can see them doing that.
I swear they have.
Why don't you build your door?
Because I barely got enough metal.
Well, you could build the walls to mark it off.
Here. Does that make you feel better?
I mean...
Okay. Phasmophobia will be a thing
Secret,
soon.
I wish it was that easy. My brain does not like sleep, but I like sleep. We don't agree.
Hey, I've passed out on whatever before. All right, so wait, that was a
No,
hydrogen vent.
don't do that.
That was a hydrogen vent.
Don't intentionally grow the zombie spores.
Oh no!
I saw that was an option in my playthrough, that it was one of the decorative plants you could grow, and I'm like, oh no, 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 no.
It's like, yeah, that's a great idea. No, do not do that. I thought the same thing though. It's like that is a really big decor bonus. I need that
And
in my
then
Great
no,
Hall. Let me go reach that in the oil biome. Big freaking mistake. Don't
don't do
do not do freaking not. Here, let's start developing this base a little, shall we? Well, it took us a full year to get to colony number 2 because I'm not doing anything on the surface
that.
on the home colony.
Not only that, but your first colony, the transport pod was like so far away.
I know. Here, let's open you guys up. We've got plenty of these plug slugs, so I guess I know what I'm making the power um initial power supply from.
Yeah, I wish I could do that, but like I used to fall asleep so easily, but I don't know if it's because I'm older. I don't know if it's like just the general existential crisis that is COVID. But I can't sleep all that. It's been longer than COVID though, so I don't know.
I wish, but I kind of leave and oh, we can't have that around here. I kind of leave enough
What
raw
do
metal.
slugs eat?
Raw metal.
Oh, see,
Here,
I
activate.
don't. I haven't played the DLC yet personally. I've just watched him, so I have no idea what they eat.
Oh, I'm dumb. I sent the perfect, what I thought was the perfect dupe over here, except she doesn't know how to science, so she can't activate
that
these
is
things.
a good way to use the Spore Kid. Trap it in glass, because you get the decor bonus, and then.
Oh.
I'm
Oh.
still not, no, I'm. If I try that, my colony's gonna die. And again, this is the first colony I've ever had get past a year. Like I'm not messing that up.
Well, it's not like you can have the dang things, in the ones we're at. Here, I'm gonna make May. Wait. Hey, what level do you need? Field research. Never mind. Sorry. I'm gonna have to, that's the wrong tab. I'm gonna have to sacrifice one more person over here, but you can have construction. We can build your frickin' base faster. And, yeah. That's what I'm doing. Again, I spent like 22 hours off stream just playing around
On this
because,
map.
yeah, on this map, because it takes me that long to actually get things done. Not an airflow tile. Here, just keep expanding. Keep expanding the base.
I do think the plug slugs are cute.
I need to actually do that.
As
There we go.
as you're passing them, I just have to comment.
Good. There we go. Do we want ice?
You can build a snowman with that ice.
Can build a snow sculpture?
You could get the. I don't know, never mind.
I'm not gonna roll for anybody. I'm just gonna print out the ice here. Worst case scenario, it's just a bunch of water waiting to be made.
You know, I meant to bring up a soda to drink while you're doing this, and I forgot. And I don't want to go get it.
Hey, why are you just sitting there? Are you good? You're good. I'll be right here. I usually trap them into a stable so that I can get the most amount of power out of them. A lot of fun. 3, 4, 5. Oh, well, there's also the nice free
I like
hydrogen.
The sugar ones.
The Sweetles?
Yes, they're adorable. Hey, make sure none of that is like movable shit on the side of the water.
Oh no,
'Cause
or
I made that mistake.
It shouldn't be. The mud is.
Like I made that mistake.
If I'm feeling particularly lazy, I do leave them wild, but I run a bunch of power wiring wherever. It's like,
Where
hey,
they
here,
roam.
yeah, like, hey, when you go to sleep tonight, please give me your power. Please note how terrible I'm being by not giving them rooms or cots yet.
Oh,
I feel sorry for them.
teleported to the second colony would still be assigned their cot on the first colony?
Let's find out.
Like,
I think they
I
fixed
remember
it.
that was a glitch.
I think they fixed
I
it.
gotta ask.
Here, speaking of like the strangest things. Well, for one, this I've been keeping an eye on this meat in the deep freeze for the last 100 cycles. It's just
What is freezing as soon as you let it out?
what?
What's coming out
Oh.
that's freezing as soon as it comes out?
That is pure carbon dioxide.
Okay.
If I were to build a rocket here and launch it from here, my base will either flood with liquid carbon dioxide, but more than likely it'll just get bombarded by yeah, just carbon dioxide gas. That'll be fun. Please stop being idle over there. Fine.
Thank you
wanted
for saying that. I was being idle over here.
Huh.
I'm not playing the same game.
The
but
only
still.
weird thing I did was this interesting-ish room that I made that's just full of
I did not know that glitch.
Wait.
That's actually pretty helpful.
Are you guys not giving out light?
I've never put doors sideways.
Wait, what? I gotta try that now.
Don't you have one right there? For your water pit?
Yeah, hang on. For the water pit, yeah, but I've never really paid attention to how hot they get. I'm like, yeah, it's a door. Oh. I have not been able to build a petroleum boiler yet. I made mine a little too hot, and...
Didn't you make one once, and you had to abandon the base for a second base?
No, that was me overdoing temperature. No, the boiler gets you 100% conversion between why was I gonna say carbon dioxide? Between crude oil and petroleum. Unless I'm calling out the wrong
Budget
thing.
things are always welcome.
Yes.
But
Please.
also, has anyone
You guys
tried,
are done?
Has anyone tried making a bunk bed mod?
I mean, there's
Like
bunk
I saw
beds
that
now.
mod.
There's kind of sort of bunk beds now. But I think they're more for the, yeah, see? Ladder bed that you need refined metal for. But I think
No.
that's for the rocket. I thought it was for the
Probably.
rocket. I'm not even sure anymore.
I don't have access to that in the base game, do I?
You
I've
should
never
not.
seen it.
You should not. Here. Oh, hey, look.
Also, you trapped those two plate
Yes,
slugs.
free power. Give. Wait. Yeah, give power.
You need to hook that up to something, you know.
I'm working on it. It's getting done.
Okay, I'll
sort
push
of.
you. Shit, I've never had
Okay,
that much
I need
steel.
I need to do my steel a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Also, Analog, are you having fun with the current DLC that's come out? I feel like some of the content can be... Oh, hey, hi there.
That is a giant ass volcano.
Hi there. No.
I don't think you're gonna touch that at all.
I hope you know I'm keeping that info so I can actually...
Take a picture of it.
Yeah, like I'll probably just end up taking a screenshot of it so I can actually enact it later. Because the only place I'm even able
Peter,
to do that is down here.
Did you hear that huff?
I did.
That was a massive huff.
Definitely did. Hang on, are we doing okay on food? We're doing okay on food. Yes, it's terrible. It's terrible food, I know.
Why are you staring at me?
Because you're staring at her.
Why?
Okay, that works.
Go back to sleep. She's just blinking at me and staring. Go back to sleep.
Ah!
Okay, now she's looking at you.
Because I made the weird noise?
Yes.
That's
You
fair.
made noise. She must stare.
That's fair. Okay, let's do that. I'm just gonna get some sort of battery power up and running.
That sounds nice, actually.
We'll worry about some things
But
later.
how do you make sure that your people don't die from the lava? Because are the suits good enough for that? I've never made
Oh.
it like anywhere near lava.
The suits out to be good.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's a bot.
I can guarantee it'll take me like 20 minutes to attempt screw up like a handful of times and then yeah.
Yeah.
And then yeah, suddenly it works. Here, let's get that going back up. There we go. Hang on. Let me go back to Homeworld. That might not be feasible on this one, but I definitely have other maps that I need to. I should have a frozen core, meaning I'm SOL unless I go find a volcano.
Dude, I don't mind chat spamming. Like,
Hang on, is there a volcano?
no,
That
that's a
is
steam.
not. That might not be hot enough.
Like, I don't think either of us care about
Hey,
chat
it's
spamming.
helpful. It's
Yeah.
helpful info in the chat, and that goes for anybody that may need to know how to do that. Because honestly, the most quote unquote advanced thing that I can actually build in this game ends up being that weird infinite gas storage room. And even then, somebody had to walk me through that, and it took me a few tries. But I like to think I have a good handle on it now. Here, let's make a Paku pit here as well. This game is just pure and utter chaos when you start. Oh, you know what we should do, Kelsey? Hang on,
What?
I'm still trying to think about. I'm still thinking about Phasmophobia. Like, if y'all could understand all the fucking thoughts running through my head at any like one given time, it's a little atrocious, a little
Is that
bit.
not everyone? Does that not happen to everyone?
I would actually like to know the answer to that, because hey, what's drowning? Oh no, you were coming with us. Come here. There's been like 6 other things I've wanted to say, but I keep on like blocking it out because I'm trying to do a different thing. So it's like, wait, yes, no, yes, no. Well, there's a volcano right there, but I am not going to touch that. Besides, it's a nice. Let's just round up 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit over there. I bet you. I bet you could probably make. I bet you could probably make the petroleum boiler on this one. I'm willing to bet it's not. I should have read that. Volcanic activity on this one. How fast do you think a dupe dies if I open it up? Oh, it comes out at over 3,000. Gotcha. That's not gonna be fun. Yeah, it sounds like using the steam vent would be pretty bad. No, like the one time that I did try making one, I accidentally kept making it into sour gas, and not not really a great thing to have. It it started melting all localized ice, and oh, there's no sand in this colony. We should change that. Well, yeah, we should change that. Hang on. Let's send somebody else to suffer from over here. Who's a scientist? Bert?
Suffer, suffer.
Ooh, Bert can go decorate over there cuz I
He's gonna hate you for making him leave, though.
he's hating me right now cuz he had a oh. Where are you where the decor is mediocre? If I pull up decor, you should be happy. Don't give me that. Hang on. You're full-fledged research and a pilot, and you can dig, but then 2 of my 5 miners are over there, and I don't know about that. How about you? You can't decorate. It still might be Bert. Yeah, Bert deserves a break. He can go over there. Where's the teleporter again? There we go. Oh. Bert can go over in a few days. Yeah. I'll go touch a capped volcano. Do not fall. Oh, no, you're fine. You can fall. I don't care about you. I swear the dupes are dumb.
Well, yeah.
They have problems. Is wait to both of you, red and unkindled, with or without a suit? Because I'm pretty sure they're gonna die if I make them touch it without.
They're gonna die if you make them touch it with. Don't kid yourself.
Are we sure about that? Hang on. Let me go back over here. Where are my suits at? An Atmos suit. Yeah. That's. You know, thank you for that thrilling database entry. Yeah, I know. I know they can. I know they can breathe. Hang on. Oh hey. Yeah, the Atmos suit. Scalding threshold plus 1340. Yeah, I think they're gonna die anyway.
Probably.
That doesn't sound. That doesn't sound or great. Hang on. On the diagonal thing, is it like, if I were to dig diagonal like this, like, at the very least that, where they could do that, or can I go a little bit bigger? And I'm just gonna erase that now. What do we got? I'm gonna print out Paku on the other colony. Cause actually no, you're research. Do I want auto? Okay, yeah, why not? Never mind. Let's print out auto. There's plenty of fish. Plenty of fish over here. I'm sure they'll be fine. Do that. Open that door for the Paku to get out. That's horrifying. That's really horrifying. Okay, good. Good. That's good to know. I'm really gonna have to play around with it now. Here, somebody open that. Somebody open that. I should see where we're actually going. Oh, hey, I didn't see you there either. I'm not liking colony number 2. I really...
There's too many things too close.
Yeah, there's too many things too close, but I guess we can make our home over here in the cold biome? Is this supposed to be a cold biome? This looks like a swamp biome got overridden by something. Yeah, we're gonna ignore this. We're gonna ignore the hydrogen vent. I haven't exactly figured out how to tame a hydrogen vent yet. My last attempts have ended pretty badly. Okay, we can get polluted water. Hey, I didn't see you.
What's that?
Nope. Nope.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope.
Not for a fledgling base.
Hang on.
No.
What is supposed to be here? I'll take the natural gas and the polluted water vent though.
Now, is that typed, or is that literally, that's how many
Types.
of each?
There could be more than one.
Okay.
There could definitely more than one.
Double checking.
Trust me, the dupes still resent you for it. Why is there polluted water here? Like who? Hang on, if I hover here, who wouldn't love to sleep in like 55 in a room at like 55 degrees, 56 degrees? Yeah, that's like peak peak sleeping conditions, if you ask me. Alright, back over here. That colony can handle themselves. These guys need a little help because as long as we can activate the teleporters, they should be happy. Yeah, they should be happy. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. You don't get anything else. You don't get anything else. I would probably use that though more of an excuse, like, oh no, it's a little cold. I guess that means we need to snuggle under the blankets.
Dude, I grew up in a basement that was not insulated in the middle of Missouri. I always lived with like 2 or 3 blankets on top in the winter. Yeah. This ottoman right here has 3 extra blankets in it.
Does it really?
Yes. I was looking for something earlier and I actually opened it.
Ooh. Oh, come on.
Blankets.
Everywhere I look. No. No.
Oh, good luck.
Well, like let's put that back. Let's put
Good
that
luck.
back. Who
Pretend
else
you
is
didn't
around
see
here?
it.
What else is around here? I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. Oh? The natural gas one's
mine
over
wasn't
here.
that bad, but blankets are like everything.
Here, let's make them.
Your person's idle.
I know. I feel like there's no good way for me to progress with this. Oh, there is. Here, polluted water pit coming in that way.
Are you gonna go drown that poor plug slug?
The plug slug can crawl on the wall. He'll be fine. I'm over here terrified of the volcanoes just because I haven't played any single colony long enough to actually learn
How to tame them?
how to make good use of them or even tame them. I'm like, hey, that's a nice volcano. I'm gonna leave that alone. Though I'm pretty sure this was the aluminum one, right?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Aluminum, and then the bottom right of that
Like,
is the minor volcano.
I feel like this should be easy to actually deal with because it's free metal whenever it's on.
You have to cool it down.
You have to cool it
But
down, yeah. Well, if there's I could use the water geyser and pump it in.
Yeah, that's true.
It'd still be pretty hot, but I could probably get some steam power off it. Probably. Hold on, what here is available to us? Oh. Hey May, you gotta sleep over there, buddy. Thank you. Go annoy the plug slugs with your loud ass snoring. I'd like to credit blankets with them being the only reason why we were okay during the Texas winter storm
Yeah.
earlier this year.
Because I moving from Missouri, you learn you stock blankets. Every Christmas, all your gifts are blankets. I mean, not that much, but yeah, every year I get
Hey,
some sort of
I believe
blanket.
you. I would totally believe you. Heck, I'd halfway say, where's my blanket?
Yeah, I don't know.
Ooh.
Let's see, I've got 3 blankets there, and then there's 2 blankets
Hang
over
on.
there.
Oh.
Then, of course, the one we're using right now. There's probably one downstairs in that ottoman. Yeah, we've got plenty of blankets.
Yeah, no joke, she has stashed blankets pretty much everywhere.
I stash them everywhere.
Isn't it funny that
That's a
also
very
turns
happy
into
part.
to an adult gift? Like blankets and socks. Like you hate those things as a child, love those things as an adult.
Well, no, you can't say that, because as a child, I loved getting, like, Pokemon blankets.
Yeah, but was it because it was Pokemon or because it was a blanket?
Pokemon.
You could get me Pokemon or like Digimon. Oh, hey,
Or Yu-Gi-Oh.
are you okay?
No, he got off.
Okay. Well, they were getting the popped, yeah, the popped eardrums debuff thanks to the nice water lock we had going on. Something like that. I keep on reiterating, like, I feel like we're just two nerds running random things.
We're, NPCs, AI, yes.
I feel like that's just
Let's
gonna be
see.
our perma joke.
If I were to try and count all the Pokemon memorabilia around this room, we'd probably be here for like 3 hours.
You could probably tell a freaking story behind every last piece that's in here.
Here, let me start. Let's
Oh
see.
God.
That corner. That wall, it's a decoration on the wall. It's actually from a Pokemon card, trading card, kit that came out for the 20th anniversary. We unstuck it, unfolded it, and hung it on the wall. That hanky is from when we went to the Pokemon Center in Japan. The little Pokeball, like, keychain that's right there, your mom found in a store and she just brought it back, because why not? Let's see, going up.
She's not even kidding.
Those 5 figurines right there were from Pokemon, what were those? A trading card?
What were you
The
pointing
figures.
at? Oh, Pokemon 20. Oh God, it's been 5 years.
Yeah, 20, the
Yeah,
trading card.
20th, yeah, 20th anniversary.
Let's see, there's an EV Pop. What was it, 10 of them? The plushes from the 20th anniversary monthly specials that we went to Toys R Us like every day to find those things.
That sentence
Oh, I walked
alone,
out.
that sentence alone, I went to Toys R Us, shows some age just because it it technically no longer exists. Technically.
Yes, we are, and sometimes that's not a good thing. Let's see, continuing.
Sometimes. Hey, did your parents ever tell you not to like play with something?
What do you mean?
Like you're banned from playing with that or dealing with that because it's demonic or something.
Do you see my dad?
Your dad's a nerd, and I mean that in a loving way, not
He would
a.
never tell me not to, because then he'd have to give up his little men. And
You
that
make it.
sounds
You
so
make it.
wrong.
You make it sound so weird.
My dad likes Warhammer, and he paints the little figurines to play with. They're his little men. That's how we all refer to it.
Wait, I'm borderline like wait, unkindled. Explain. Fun slight side story on the Warhammer bit. When the two of us traveled to Japan in mid 2019.
Yeah, it was in the summer. Your people are idle.
Oh, so they are.
Make them sweep.
They were. I'm making them mop.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Here, you guys.
I was gonna
can
say
mop.
sweep the water.
Yeah, they can sweep the water. They
No, I've never played any of the Warhammer games. I painted some of the figures with my dad when I was younger, and I ended up with a purple elf army.
Oh. On the
I wish I was kidding.
Japan thing, we got my father-in-law, Kelsey's dad,
Warhammer
like
stuff.
Warhammer's Japanese specific stuff.
That at that point was specific to Japan only. They were only selling it there. And we had to go to 3 different stores because they were all closed when we got there. And the third one was open. And that was it. Like, it took forever.
It wasn't for like a bad reason. It's just, it was it's like all like one was closed because it was too early and it was like 11. One was closed because it was lunchtime.
And then the third one we went to.
Yeah,
was open.
third one. Yeah, hang on.
I gotta say the guy who sold us the stuff he thought it was like the way he reacted was like he thought it was super cute. We were getting this for my dad.
Hold on, I'm blind. Like I'm looking for the rock crusher. Where is the rock crusher?
Yes.
I'm blind. Oh, okay. Hey, let's
like,
fix that up.
Last year, what we had gotten him was released in the U.S. So we only got it to him like a year before it came to the U.S. But he looked at us.
He kept the box. Told us that we spent too much on him, and we're like, dude, we traveled halfway or we traveled around the world for this. You
I got
take
sick
it.
on a plane. You take it.
Come on, Printable.
That's also how I learned I don't handle over 3-hour flights well. So, yeah. Continuing, that wall decoration is another unfolded Pokemon trading card game case. That's a Keldeo poster from when GameStop was giving out Keldeo. We've got a Raichu that if you turn it around, it has a Ditto face, and he's facing the other way because it's kind of creepy.
Hey, don't be mean to my Raichu.
Well, then you turn him around. You're the one that turned him around.
Do you want to have him just staring? Hey,
no.
I should have waited till morning.
We've got a stack of Pikachu boxes from the McDonald's promotion where it was the Pikachu box. We did not get them. His mom got them. I don't know why she thought we wanted them, but they're here. We've got 2 Pokeballs that they're keychains. If you hit them, there's 2 Pokemon in them, and those are from like KB Kids, which is even older.
KB Kids or KB Toys?
KB Toys. I don't know. That's so weird.
Airports are such a weird place to
I think I'm gonna stop
exist
naming
in.
because that's not even a fifth of the.
I'm like you're not even like yeah.
I don't want to keep going.
You're not even no.
Except for that off-brand Pikachu piggy bank your uncle found.
I thought that was from Walmart. I'm not even sure anymore.
I'm not sure. Your uncle got the off-brand piggy bank for that's a Groot for your mom, so it's like I think that's it. Oh, I will mention.
Oh, that's such bull.
I will mention 2 other Pokemon things we got from the Pokemon centers in Japan because they're cute. We got that matching set of wedding Pikachus. They're 2 Pikachus dressed in a suit and a wedding dress, and they came as a pair and it was cute. And we got we got a photo frame that has them on it as well that we never opened and put our pictures in or anything. We should have.
It's like they're just here. That's such bull. Then again, if the pandemic's anything to be like any kind of learning point for anything, airlines not really that great.
But it
Hang on,
doesn't
can
surprise me
we...
that if they basically ignore military orders, they get in trouble.
Yeah, they better get in trouble. They
I've,
better get in... Oh, shit.
I've seen many stories on the internet where, like, not airlines, but the like the phone company, the cable company, they would get in so much trouble because they refused to like cancel the contracts without pay, certain payments or such, because someone got moved due to orders. And it's like I see that all the time on the internet.
Here, I'm gonna try and keep this slightly under control, and it's gonna look like an absolute shit show right now because there's just gonna be wire all over the place. But
You're making spaghetti?
this might be worse than spaghetti. This is probably just dropping dropping uncooked noodles on the ground and just letting everything where it lies.
Yeah, people are stupid. Peter, you got a person stuck because of sand.
Oh,
He's just chilling.
she's fine. She can dig her way out. Oh, you got like yucky lungs. I'm sorry about it. I need to start doing rooms, but I need to like plan a little bit.
You need to plan a lot.
I need to plan a lot of it. Hang on, how much more polluted water is there? I'm gonna get this out a different way because I really want to go to all the Sweetles. That's what I want to see. Or the other nice cold area. Yeah, I'm still stuck on like, yeah, they better get in trouble for pulling that kind of crap. That is a lot of Paku down here. Maybe I shouldn't have printed out the Paku. Nah, they're happy. They're
That's
happy.
just your policy with anyone who can stand to gain something if they backstab you. That's not just airlines and phone carriers. That's everyone.
Yeah, but since when do like companies actually?
I'm not even talking about companies. I
Oh
mean
no,
anyone.
I'm going more on the like. I feel like good companies are few and far in between. But that might just. Oh look, you're actually here. Hey, there we go. I found free food. And I might have more free food if I actually dig for it, but I found free food.
That kind of looks like a pink taco.
It's supposed to be jelly. Is everybody... I'm just gonna assume everybody's okay on the home colony. I'm not even gonna pay attention. Have we found anything weird? Have we found another volcano yet? What's that? Oh, poor Sleetweed. Poor Sleetweed.
Sleetweed.
Oh shit! I can send Sleetweed over to the main colony and just have that one be churning out food.
Oh, that's a good point.
I hadn't thought about that.
I've never found Sleetweed in any of my playthroughs.
I'd love to hear some of the stories either of y'all actually have. Also on like a very, very strange statistical or just flat out talking about people the two of us have interacted with on that doesn't go there. On Twitch before, y'all are about like number 6 and 7 or 7 and 8 for having been former military.
Like which part are you talking about? Okay.
Or if there's a better term I could use, please enlighten me so I'm not like
Stupid.
stupid. Yeah, that's how we learn around here. Here, I'm just gonna do that to help keep my stuff
In line.
in line. Yeah. I love how I said I need to send Bert over and never did.
Is Bert not there?
Not yet.
Okay.
No, in fact I need to run more of this. There we go. See, like I'm kind of glad I put in all the time ready to start this up.
Because it'd take forever.
Because it would take forever. In fact, probably between the next time between whenever this stream actually ends and the next time I end up streaming Oni, I'm probably gonna have made major progress on this.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Oh, we'll see. Why are y'all not doing this? Maybe it's just too much for 3 people? Maybe it's just too much for 3 people. Here, how about one more, how about an actual power generator? I know it's just a wheel, but they can get exercise, right? With this nice liquid lock happening over here. Hey. Hey, are you guys actually idle? Oh, you guys are finally idle over here. Hey.
You
okay.
actually gotta give them stuff to do now?
Yeah, I gotta actually tell them to do stuff. Here, how about we just start making more like containers to keep sweeping up? Everybody likes cleaning up the base, right? Here, this'll keep them off our backs for a bit. Look at all that reed fiber we've got. Here, let's just do that. Oh yeah, I promised I'd flash up decor, but whenever I make these stupid like storage facilities, they just end up like this, and it's just a ton of green pretty much everywhere. Because I statue bomb. I statue, and if I can afford it, I painting bomb.
I statue, and then in a lot of places, like where that printing pot is on yours,
Yeah.
I put the crown molding, because it's like it fits. It gives a little bit of a boost, so why not?
That could work. Hang on, I'm looking around for polluted.
Yeah, it's like I respect
42,
military
42.
people. There's no one in my immediate family who is military or was military, mainly because of a very large host of health problems that are very, very genetic.
Do you not count the most recent one that's ongoing?
Cody?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
It's like
I
he's
just
not in yet, so he doesn't count.
Okay, that's fair.
Plus,
That's
he's
fair.
not blood related, so those health problems don't count either.
That's
He
also
doesn't.
fair. That's also yeah. Here, I'm just gonna give them like bullshit orders here. Just like here, just
I guess the only one I
work
could
this
count
out.
was, again, not blood related great grandpa who flew bombers in, World War II. He was a great guy.
Can I
He
share?
liked you.
Can I share my favorite like side story about that one?
Sure.
With Dean explaining that he eventually like explained what that particular grandparent or great grandparent sorry did. Yeah, no, fine. We're gonna take him. What that great grandparent did immediately turned to me and said sorry. I'm like, sorry for what? None of my family fought. If we're talking the Asian side,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, like no. It just made me laugh. It's like, you got nothing to be sorry
To
about.
explain, great grandpa bombed, in World War II. Not anything like significant. And hubby here is of Japanese descent. So whenever my father introduced them, he turned to, Yanni here and said sorry. Because it's like, he could have been trying to bomb your grandparents. And, it's like, no, my grandparents were sick. They didn't fight for the Japanese.
Hey, there's a comfy bed up here.
Will it give you plastic if you deconstruct it?
Yeah, like
Nice.
it's a plastic bed, or it's a comfy bed. Ah, it's the same thing.
But anyways, back on track. No one recently has been in the military in my immediate family until now. Again, Cody's going through his basic, so. But I have full respect for people who can do that. I know I would not thrive under such a place. You know, I'm kind of a wuss.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Kind of. Hang on. Let's Here, that needs to be like max priority. The same with barbecue.
Oh yeah,
I am
my
not
great
freaking.
grandpa loved Yanni here. Loved him. Like, and like I cannot picture my great grandpa fighting in a war.
Hell,
Because yeah, times were different, but he was such a soft-spoken, artistic soul. Like if you go to an attraction near where he lived, which is where a lot of my cousins end up working in high school. If you say his name, they're like, "Oh yeah, he was great. He worked here. He created that disco ball in the main place. He's the one that made that." And like that's what most people knew him for locally. And he painted, and that's how I knew him. And it's like I can't imagine him like doing any kind of military anything.
tacking on to the humans are weird. You don't even need to look further than what is it? World War One's Christmas Day stalemate, where both sides got out of the trenches. I
And
think it
played
was the trenches. They
soccer.
played soccer.
Yeah.
Like that's like pinnacle of weird, right? 24 hours ago, you were shooting at each other.
And
Right
now,
now,
since it's Christmas,
yeah,
you're
it's
playing
hey, it's
soccer.
Christmas. Let's play soccer, and then right back to shooting each other. Hold up, where's the telescope? There we go. I shouldn't put this here, should I? I shouldn't put that there. I gotta start doing this. It was World War II. Man, I'm getting my stuff mixed up.
That's not surprising. We both mix up things.
Like
weirdly that.
everything. Oh, hang on. I'm gonna have to stay on this colony for now, because I
Where
wanna.
are you going?
Going up.
To the surface?
Well, I'm already at the surface. It's just that I don't really feel like fucking around with all the carbon
Yeah, I can
dioxide
agree
right
with
here.
that. I will also say there's no politicians in my family. So I'm clear of that too. No, my favorite
I was just there. I was just there. There we go.
my favorite story that is halfway between a what the fuck and damn is my grandpa who again this was like probably 15 years ago. He was a cop in the town. You know, so oh fuck cops. It's like yeah, he was a cop. Is that the right kind of wiring?
It's not, but it can handle it. I'm just cheaping out right now.
Anyways, he was a cop, and he got fired for calling his boss, the chief of police, a fuckwit. Yeah. So
Hang on,
yeah.
I gotta.
It's like what the fuck, Grandpa?
I gotta hit that with the 9 because the regolith is gonna just f things up over here.
It's just like Grandpa. What is a fuckwit?
Did you actually?
You're just making up words over here.
There we go. There's the thing I was waiting for. Yeah, dig yourself out.
Well,
There you go. Oh wait.
the good part of the story is my grandpa was sticking up for the well-known poor guy in town because the basically the chief of police did not like him and was trying to bully him. And so my grandpa called him a fuckwit and got fired. So it's like he called him a fuckwit for good reason. Yeah, and I'll just leave it at that. So his boss was a fuckwit, so like no one cares.
Who wants to see me cause mass destruction of a single ice biome? No, I really don't want to. Though I'm pretty sure if I dig out these two abyssalite, some terrible heat exchange is gonna happen.
Yeah, he was. Right now,
Wait.
he's still working, but he is so happy with what he does. He's a security guard for a hospital, and he loves it because he gets to wrestle with all the weirdos. Like that's almost a direct quote.
I was gonna ask, is that his words, not
That's
yours?
his words. Because he gets to wrestle with weird people, and like he's like one of those old guy loves westerns type people. So if he can fight, he loves it. I don't.
Alright, good. Looks like this colony is actually gonna end up getting itself a nice infinite gas room. Because good old
Oh,
natural gas
good.
guys are up here that I can
Yeah.
actually tap into. I gotta approach this thing smartly because I don't want to have like a ton of um, natural gas all over the base.
Yeah,
That
I've done that
could be
before.
bad. It could be really bad.
It's like the good thing about that grandpa is he doesn't see differences between people. Like he doesn't care who, what you are. It doesn't matter. But if you're making a fuss at the hospital, he's gonna kick your ass. That's him.
See, I feel like
This is also the grandpa that when he's at home he cuddles with the little weenie dog that just
aw.
absolutely adores him.
I feel like a lot of that is never ever really told.
The human stories of war
Like,
like
yeah,
that.
just
Yeah.
actually not like you're not out there just demonizing the other side. Like you're both of you are still freaking human.
Yeah, but
But
whenever
again,
it's
that
war, you have to paint the other guy as the bad guy, or else are you the bad guy? Because a lot of people, whenever it comes to massive fighting, it has to be black or white. There's no other option.
hey Bert, would you like to?
That's a little bit too philosophical for us. A little
Hey,
bit.
it happens every now and then where we suddenly bust out into this kind of thing. Bert, would
Yeah.
you like to get your butt up here, please?
Are
Bert?
you making?
Oh,
Can he go through there?
no, this water froze and nobody can make it up here.
You're yelling at him for something he can't.
It's
He
like
can't
Bert, get your
control.
ass up here. Oh, my bad, Bert. No, no. 50.6 grams of brine ice is what's blocking your way out there? Are you kidding me? There you go. Thank you, Bert.
Bye, Bert.
Yeah. Alright, have a good life, Bert. Oh, there's no toilets again. Yay! I should do something about the toilets. Here, since we don't exactly have clean water, I say as I'm ignoring this nice pool up here.
Just more
Yeah,
toilets.
there you go. Yeah, turn that stuff on. We can start getting some nice cross resource sharing over here. What are you doing? It looked like you were just playing patty cake with that. He might have been. Okay.
Playing
And
patty cake
yeah,
with it.
like
With
enough.
it, you mean?
Yeah, enough staring at Bert, I guess. Here. I'm probably gonna need to like close this off with some insulated tiling because I don't wanna.
Melt that whole biome.
Yeah, if this natural gas is supposed to come out hot, I don't wanna. I don't wanna cause. I don't wanna cause disaster. It could be. It could be bad. Yeah. What do you got? What do you got? Yes.
Oh yeah, you point
Oh,
out the
trust me.
pips and you forced
Trust
them to make
me.
one. Yeah, we love making pips make nature reserves.
Unfortunately, no pips right now. Not even from save scumming, not even from anything. They're my favorite thing to accidentally forcibly spam. Hang on. We should focus on a water pit, right?
If you have a different way to make them, let us know.
Yeah, please.
But
You don't.
oh, you could make the up and down into a nature preserve.
Uh,
Ah.
uh
We've
well,
always just constructed pips to do it for us.
hang on. Do I even have like another map on the spaced out thing that
Here,
has them?
with how I play, I usually try and make a base that I can encapsulate completely, so I can control the gas and the temperature inside. Um, right now, what I have is oxygen masks have to be put on before you leave the base, and I make a great hall right before that, so they get that little morale boost before going into the nasty unknown.
Here, I'm just gonna print out lime. Like, I wish it were plastic, but I currently don't have any plastic out. The two of us function as this really weird, like, iterative process where I'll start doing things and I'll learn something,
And
Kelsey
then,
will
like,
pick it up
pick it up, yeah.
and either modify it or incorporate it some weird way, and then I'll see her do something weird.
And it's like, oh, I want to do that.
Yeah, hang on. What's the thing I might
I
have picked up
think
from
the
you?
most recent thing that you picked up from me was building the original barracks in two, so you can
Yeah.
make it into a bedroom later.
Yeah,
Because
like
it's right there.
I hadn't been thinking about doing that, and it's like, wait, I should do.
So you don't have to
I should do
remodel your
that.
base once you get plastic.
Hang on, are you guys even doing light? There we go. They weren't doing light earlier, right? Probably not.
I've never had a juicer.
I was gonna ask, what's a badge room? Wait,
That
what
sounds
are
wrong.
y'all doing? Paku, you're the only one left. Get your butt in the pit. Stop flopping around in the dining room. I mean, if you're happy, but no. Oh shoot. You guys need some help. I need to get them some help.
See, I would never be able to. I don't think I would be good at managing two separate.
I'm not good at managing two separate bases. I have like two brain cells left to rub together and like a quarter of the attention that those two should even have.
Peter, she's making eyes at me. Make her stop.
What is she doing? Aww.
Why are you staring at me?
Probably because she wants to go to bed. But
She was
it's
asleep.
early. Oh look,
She
hey,
was
there we go.
asleep. Oh no, she's. I summoned her.
Yeah, I have a feeling I might be able to play around with this map and try and do that
Why have
petroleum
I
boiler.
summoned you?
I might be able to run
Do you
it
want up here?
from here diagonally.
I'll pick you up, spoiled.
I do want
Wow,
to see
you
if that
are
works.
getting heavy.
Yeah, she's
That's
heavy.
good.
She's heavy. Hang on. Do I know about you? I don't know about you. What are you?
I guess my job
There
is
it
now
is.
as the dog petter.
That's exactly what I wanted to come find. I found the polluted water vent. But they're not gonna like me for that. That's okay.
Hey, Mick. Yeah, I'm talking
Here,
to you.
just-
What are you doing?
Just start randomly throwing down auto harvest here, and we good. Hey, there's two of you. That's good because the starting one only had one. But that's not good, is it? This
It's gonna
abyssalite
melt the
layer.
whole biome.
Yeah, that abyssalite layer is broken. Not really the best. Here, I feel like we just glossied over like how we fucking met completely,
yeah.
but
I mean, it's not that uncommon a story.
well,
It's like
dumb down completely, but beyond the whole. Oh yeah, we met in college.
It's
It
like
was
that is
more
the
of
dumbed down. We
that
met
is
in
like
college.
really dumbed down. We met at
We
well,
met at a.
think of it as
Like a
a like
summer camp,
yeah,
yeah.
summer camp crash course on how do college.
It was basically a way for the college to make more money, especially since a lot of students didn't stay for the summer. You know, let's trick these parents into paying for an extra semester that won't actually count. You know, which actually is basically how they treated it.
Can you tell we're a little salty about it?
Oh, I didn't care. I wasn't paying for it at that point.
Hang on, where's that wild plant? I don't want to mess with it right now. There we go.
But
We'll
anyways,
just leave that alone.
we met in the summer camp through team building exercises. Like,
Dude,
that's actually-
literally everybody in our group was rooting for us to actually be a couple.
Yeah, they actually were. That was cute. But then the first semester came and we were actually in like 3 classes together, which college campus, that's pretty not common. Yeah.
I felt like those were some really good odds.
I
Or
know.
like really or stacked against us odds, but
Well, because
I
it's like
don't
we
know.
sat in the one class where you actually did manage to get a left-handed desk every time. And so you'd be taking notes and I'd be taking notes and we'd be holding hands and the professor would walk past and she'd go, "Aww." Like, she was fun. She threw
that teacher
candy
was
at
fun.
us.
That teacher was fun. As a whole class, not like at the two of us.
She threw candy at the class to demonstrate a point. Like,
Hang on, is this all
that's good
hydrogen?
teaching.
free
But yeah,
candy.
he's left-handed and I'm right-handed. So in that class, we would be taking notes and holding hands. But it's also a bitch whenever we go out to eat. Because, like, we gotta sit specific to each other. Or else we're gonna, like, elbow each other in the face. It's happened.
Yeah, like we speak from experience for a change.
Well, we had some nice teachers. And those are the ones we'll mostly talk about.
Yeah, if we get into
But we've
like a
had
weird,
bunch of bad teachers,
like if we
too,
get into
trust us.
maniacal rant, we start bashing in like the teachers
Other
that
teachers, yeah.
that like no, like you, they're not really worth mentioning because you just hear us talk about all the bad times and we'd rather like reflect on the good times. Again, like one
Here,
seller.
the free candy, she was trying to make a point about how neurons work in the brain. So she was like, you gotta stimulate the neuron, like, you know, so she made us clap. And the more we clapped, the more she went across the stage. And when she got to the edge of the stage, she's like, oh yeah, I'm firing off, here, have candy. Like, and that's the only thing I remember from that class.
It was so weird.
I don't remember any of the other lessons, so I guess it worked.
I remember that we had to help the researchers by
That was
signing
extra
up for
credit,
things.
though.
I thought it was mandatory.
I think it was mandatory until a point, and then it was extra credit. And that's why we did so much, because we just wanted the free points.
Give me my stuff. And
Give
then
me points for doing, you know, taking surveys, basically.
it worked. Hang on.
Well, it
What
helped
is the
the
Great Hall?
researchers, and it helped her get points across about her class. So yeah, it was a good deal. Now, Meg, why are you licking my knee?
Because you
Does it
woke her
taste
up.
good?
Because you woke her
I
up.
didn't wake her up. I looked over and she
You
was looking
you
at me.
acknowledged the dog's existence, and yeah, there you have it. Here, let's do that.
Dude, if you want to put any of those on the Discord, like, I kind of want to put my fun map on the Discord just to show,
I feel like you
what I've
should.
done. I don't want to show the spaghetti that ended up with my ventilation system.
You
so
always make
that was
spaghetti though.
horrible.
You always make spaghetti though, and I don't even mean that as an insult. Like you make spaghetti.
It works though.
That's the interesting part. It does
Do you
work.
want me to Simba you?
Do it.
Her tail's just wagging, so I'm going to.
That
Simba.
I take that as a yes.
Hi.
There you go. Accept pets. Go right ahead.
Oh, she. You're
Like,
gaining
by
weight,
all
that's
means.
Good. Yeah.
I'd say Kelsey actually needs to end up posting up some more stuff because I don't have.
We have pictures of
yeah.
this dog on the pet tax.
We actually need to like invoke the pet tax more often.
Well,
But
I
then
don't have any good new pictures of her.
Yeah, I don't
I
take.
have derpy ones, but like.
You actually take good pictures of our dog? I actually take good pictures of our dog?
The best pictures I've taken have actually ended up there. The Christmas one. I'm gonna find that picture and just show it to
Which
you.
Christmas one? Hang on. Have you melted through the biome yet? Oh, you shouldn't be able to melt through the biome. Okay.
You're enjoying these pets very much.
Here, like I know exactly what I'm wasting my
Here,
next
this picture where
free
we
time.
posed her in a Santa hat next to a pillow.
Did that not end up on the Discord?
This is the Discord. This is where I'm.
Oh.
I'm telling you, all the good pictures I take end up on the Discord.
Okay, that's fair. Hang on. So, the fun thing about the spaced out Rime map is Rime is only playable on the original sized colony world, which kind of borderline sucks for finding things, but all my 3 things ended up at the very, very
Yeah, sure,
tippy top.
adorable.
So, I don't know if that's a really good thing. I don't know if that's a really bad thing. Did I need to assign somebody up here? Why is this an invalid build location? Is it because you actually need to be one in? Ah, it was touching the ladder, wasn't it?
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
just put the pictures on the Seeds channel.
I might just gonna make an actual
Yeah,
like
we
Oni
need to
specific
make-
one so
yeah.
that anybody that wants to look at Oni stuff
Can just go straight
just
there.
goes there.
I always go to the pets, even though most of the pictures are from me. Yeah, they're mostly of you. Yeah. Some of the turtles too, though.
I gotta tidy this up a little. Here, you guys need a little bit of You guys need a little bit of refined metal over there. Can I cheap out?
Sure, why
I'm
not?
gonna give them some lead. It's free. It's free. It's free. Refined
Oh,
metal.
oh, she
Oh
saw an
god.
opening.
Oh
Do
god.
you now
Why?
have a
Why do
lap
I
warmer?
have? Why do I have a lapdog now? Oh,
Because
there
she's
you
a
go. Well,
lapdog.
she's licking you instead.
Yeah, she's on your lap and licking my knee. She'll be fine.
That's fair. Hang on. Who is our next victim for colony number 2? Because I like.
There's a researching,
I know. I'm
but
liking.
decreased germ.
Yeah, not the best for over
But there's
here.
a
I think.
researching with decreased decor.
Are you looking at Hassan?
Yeah, I like his hair. I like Rowan's hair too, so
Yeah, let's
I
go
like
with.
most of the character designs here.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go with Hassan.
And the other ones are just meh if I don't like them.
Well, I already have somebody digging, though I might send them back eventually. But considering this is a small
I
one,
name them with what I make them do. It's easier to remember who you need.
you know, I never really picked that up from you. Like
I know.
I know you have that for sure, but I never really kept it. Here, I'm sorry, you guys. You wait. Can y'all have this as a nice little barracks with a with the grill right there? Would that be okay with you guys? Yeah, I'll start looking at the Discord probably after the stream and trying to actually incorporate some things later. Are you okay? Would you like a little more work? There we go. Okay. Nothing's in the way. Nothing's in the way. Hey, look at that. Hold on. Hang on. I really need to be in like 3 places at once, and I feel borderline terrible about it. There. That at least counts as something for them to do. I really don't know why I didn't just get rid of that. Wait, unreachable? Stupid shovels. Here, fine. We'll increase this by 1 more. Here, let's do that. And then I'm just gonna assume everything works fine. I could probably land a miner up here instead. Robo miner? Is that what you guys are called? It's
The
not.
Rebel Miner. I know what you mean.
Yeah, like there it is. Why are you shipping?
I don't know.
You actually do ship? Huh, I thought this was that was a utility. Well, the only thing I'm really screwing around right now with actual base game stuff ends up being the auto sweeper, which I kind of personally like right now. No, this thing. It's hang on, if I touch it, it's supplying those 4 with sand to try and get as much free, clean oxygen coming out of here. Personally, I like it.
Peter, she's looking at me like I stabbed her because I moved away.
Yeah,
'cause
no,
she can't lick me.
you're not supposed to move away from the dog.
Meg, no.
Okay, we good?
Don't huff at me.
Oh yeah, we're good.
Don't
Okay.
huff at me. You're fine.
Then don't run away from her then. Okay, yeah, we have enough water here where I'm pretty sure some
You're
of
a
this
very strange dog. You know that?
some of this clean water is probably gonna get shuttled off to the other colony. If not, I might make a secondary like
That upset her too much.
water pit. Well, of course it did. I might make a secondary water pit to try and hold this so we can shove it down an oil well. But keep it somewhere where it hopefully won't freeze, because I really don't feel like running something to keep it warm. Or maybe that's how I'm like wasting some it's definitely how I'm probably wasting some resources, isn't it? You're the only thing. Oh, good God. Quick, someone help me out with the math. If 10 is 16, 32, whatever, here, do 30. 30 is good enough, and I never marked you with anything. That's a shame. I'm sure they'll be fine. I should probably make a room for the shovels made entirely out of metal, but I like the little colony that they've got right around the printing pod. Yeah, no. Like, you guys are fine. You guys are fine. Wait, so what I'm hearing...
She ran away and is making a den in the blanket.
Dang, I don't have 4 free. I was taking a look at these two that are still alive here. Like, I was like, wait, could I make the nature reserve right here? The answer is no. Unfortunately. Okay. Why do I have you guys on? Because, no, this is fine. Okay. Sorry, I doubt my work every now and then. I have to kind of sort of back up a little. And I believe we're out of... Yeah, this colony's out of natural gas, so colony number 2 is definitely gonna end up being the one handling all sorts of power generation methods, at least. Because pretty sure the small, like, outer colony does not need 2 full-blown natural gas geysers. Yeah, definitely not. So why don't we just cheap out again and there. That's gonna bother me if it's not on, but we'll see where it actually lines up with the base with the whole 4x4 thing. Don't do that. Yeah, yeah, that works out. Okay. It's... It seems odd to me how much I'm trying to value saving all the free wild food around, especially when they're growing on sand, and anytime you dig under the sand, you're basically killing it completely. But hey, it's free food that I don't have to worry about shipping across the 2 colonies right now. I will take it. Now, are you a full-blown Great Hall? Good. Hang on, are you actually talking to somebody over here? Hey, the phone's ringing, guys. You guys wanna... Oh, never mind. or not. Or not's fine. Yeah, I gotta actually tinker around and help the power gen over here, but this is fine. Probably. Oh, my idea that got stuck in my head and never
Yes.
came out. How would you feel if we had like a heart rate monitor if when we played Phasmophobia?
No.
That could be fun.
No.
Why no?
I'm good.
Could be fun.
No.
No, I know. I know.
No.
Hang on. I'm in trouble here.
Yeah,
How long
he
till you
can
turn
do
on?
that. I won't.
I could turn it on. I'm just gonna wave a little bit of my elevated heart rate as I'm an avid
Here.
coffee drinker. Hmm.
Here you go.
You realize?
I
Hang
don't
on.
think that broadcasts though.
No, it doesn't. But
It's
hey,
not on.
hang on. We actually have like a little finger clippy that tells you this sort of shit.
Well, you're thinking is the pulse, so yes.
Does it? Hang on. See, it could work. The only bad thing is I'm currently coffeed up,
And
and
talking.
if I talk, I actually have a... Wait. Are you broken? Am I dying? No, I'm
It's
okay.
fine.
No, it started at like 111, and I'm like, oh shit, I should probably be worried. It's down to
No,
the,
it's,
like, mid 80s?
Well,
Here you go.
plus you're moving your hand around as you do it.
Oh, like, we should do that. Could be a lot of fun. Oh, I feel like a dirty cheater, but it's whatever. Going back to the traits that they actually started adding back in to the colonies, or to the world generation for Spaced Out, I feel like I have to stay with Crash Satellites now because it was the only way that I was getting any kind of meaningful Radbolt generation.
Off topic, but on topic. We have a hummingbird outside that we're feeding. Yay! We're
And
very boring people outside of games.
this is why we're perfect for each other.
True.
We're our own unique little brand of boring. Slash, we end up playing strange and different video games, or I'd call something between ONI and Don't Starve Together as being very strange ones. How much would you get though? Hang on, I have to go. A better one of those would be this, wouldn't it? Oh, that's not bad considering here, if I come back over here. Considering I was using the nice crash satellite for it, and every so often if my researcher was here, they would get hit in the face with a rad bolt. They kind of sort of didn't appreciate that. Although for Spaced Out, this is the furthest I've ever had the research up to. And I have not done anything rocket related yet, so I'm not quite there yet. I should probably send somebody with a lead suit for the, hey, I still have research to do. Oh shoot. Ah, no, that takes up more power than I want to do. Like, for the rad bolt to shoot, or see, what was really messing with me was hey, the rad bolt generator, or the rad bolt hit a solid object and it freaking exploded, and now the area is slightly irradiated. Yay! Hey, can we get some food for the other colony?
Yes.
I mean, it's only 4,000.
But it's food.
But it is. There we go. Like, it is food though, so whatevs. Yeah, whatevs. I was in for a nice rude awakening, noticing that the rad bolt generator, or the rad bolt, I can't talk anymore. The rad bolt amount goes down per tile traveled. That was like, oh shit, great. I don't exactly appreciate that, but sure. Here, let's get some more of that nice free oxalite down here. I really do need to figure out where I'm gonna put this. What were you again? What are you? Did I know you? No, I knew both of you. I'm digging towards you. I'm digging towards the crap, what are you called? The natural gas geyser. And the polluted water vent has not been spotted yet. Yet. I'm telling you, if you listen to me talk long enough, I'm gonna say the strangest, like, mispronunciations. If it's not that, it's Kelsey saying something completely out of context that ends up being actually kind of hilarious.
Yes.
Kelsey out of context.
Oh yeah, come by tomorrow and there'll be a lot of that. A lot of me out of context.
I mean, you're not
Why
wrong.
are they idle?
Because there's not enough stuff to do here. I do have 5 of them here. And the batteries are full enough where that's not really necessary. Here, fine. We'll keep digging this way then, because we need that. Actually, here, help me.
You can make them start making storage containers and sweeping them.
Could, but where?
I don't know. It just takes a lot of time. Is what I was thinking.
I know.
Back and
Okay,
forth,
let's-
back and forth.
Let's run the like that.
Here we stream typically 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Give or take a little bit. Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. But on Fridays we do one game, or one type of game. We do family.
Hang on, did you just call out Saturday or Friday?
Friday.
Okay, sorry,
I skipped Friday first. On the regular, I said Saturday, and then I said Friday.
Okay, I'm like, hang on,
you're
wait.
a little bit behind. Fridays are what we call game night. We started with the Jackbox Party Packs, but now we've expanded to have Jackbox Party Packs and something called What the Dub. It's basically audience participation party games. We do that every Friday, and we start at 8. We start because we usually go pretty long on those streams. Like, we have fun, so we keep going. Um, Throughout the week, the Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday streams, we play a whole bunch of games. Sometimes it's ONI, sometimes it's both of us on Don't Starve on split screen. We play Valheim, not split screen. We do. I guess those are basically the two types of games. We do single player, we do split screen co op, and we do couch co op, where you're the one streaming.
Yeah, that's fair.
We have a mostly full list on the bio, I think. Any
Yeah.
games that we've completed, we have like uploaded to the YouTube channel, unedited. It's just kind of up there, just so we don't lose them to the void.
Like, it's just literally an
They're just
archive.
there,
It's like,
yeah.
there's there.
We've got
Also, hi,
we
Thrall.
make clips of us doing stupid shit, finding glitches, finding eating the cat into space.
I'm like, what's this? What's this? You find the
I find
strangest things
glitches.
in games, and it ends up being you. Hey, you're the one that told me about the dig down to find the stuff, right? Because that was not the case this time. All three pieces ended up being up here.
Nice.
One, two, like, hang on, one, two, yeah.
Yeah,
three.
we do most days. We even do stream sometimes on Wednesdays and Saturdays. It's just Wednesday is like my cleaning day, and I kind of do that more importantly. And then Saturday is like catch up day for anything like we didn't do during the week.
Yeah. It just caught me off guard that all three pieces were up. It just felt really
I will also
strange.
point out sometimes we stream at 3 p.m. instead of 8:30. It's not often that happens, but it does happen. So, like, I'm trying to think of everything. That should be everything.
Yeah, RNG is gonna RNG. It's just like the other three colonies I ended up messing around with all had them below. So I was just laughing at the strangeness of this. Like, hey, it's under, or it's over. That's weird. Hang on, why are you guys? Oh,
Thanks,
I
drummer.
missed.
We'll see you tomorrow.
a
We
thing.
bought Jackbox 8, so we will be playing the brand new Jackbox 8 tomorrow. I made all new screens for it, which it's not much because it's a little corner screen.
Yeah,
and
but
not,
it's
like,
it's a nice corner screen to have.
But so I'm very proud.
Also, thanks, drummer.
Yeah, we'll see you guys
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Get some rest and know that
Chaos is
five
coming.
awesome but awful new games are going to be played tomorrow. There we go. There's our
You know, I've never watched
stuff.
like specifically the transporter working.
Really?
No, I've never taken the time to just watch it.
Okay.
Very interesting.
That is completely fair.
Yes, drummer, it will be chaos. It'll be fun.
Okay. I need to do something about this. I think while these guys are still,
Pat the lump, but I know that will backfire.
that almost sounds wrong.
The lump is the dog asleep under the covers.
Kelsey out of context?
But
Anyone?
I kind of want to pat the lump.
Good night.
Yeah, night. We'll see you tomorrow.
See? This is exactly what I mean. Like out of context. Like we know what you mean, but just hey, the entropy thingy is here.
No, the lump is snoring, and I kind of want to pat it, but I know she'll be very attention starved if we do that.
She will be. All right, so here's
He's a good
gonna
lump,
be the sort of
Filter?
kind of messed up plans for this, because it. Like I say every now and then, I end up making my own freaking
She's a good lump.
workload.
She's only 10 pounds.
Alright, so what I said was true earlier, that because of the wide range of temperatures on this one, I will be using it for holding on to infinite gas storage rooms. The other colony is far more important right now in the whole, they sort of kind of need power and power generation
she's a good
methods.
doggo that doesn't think she's a doggo. She's a person.
She's a person.
She's a people. You can't convince her otherwise. She's a people.
Hey, do we have iron because they were eating iron or what?
don't know.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Are you guys okay?
Are they stuck? No, they're not stuck.
Okay, you're just waiting on the one person. Got it. Hold on. So, instead of having this go in right now... Come here, base. Come here, base.
You mean as the liquid so it doesn't evaporate? Because that's happened.
I haven't gotten one to evaporate yet.
I've seen
Or,
it happen.
where it happened to me was I tried making one for hydrogen, and yeah, I figured out that that fucks up. Like mistakes have been made. Mistakes, or I'm starting to learn from some of those, and yeah. So hang on, you're the input. This doesn't need power for that, right? If it's like a gas or a liquid, that's probably fine. This is probably okay. Go away, Norton. Please, please, cause that's my most pressing one to learn. Are you okay, Bonnie? Hey, are you okay? Are you good? Okay. I mean, suit yourself. Not my best idea right now, but we're gonna run this out of lead.
You're just gonna make them run.
Sorta, kind of.
Please give them batteries.
Oh, I'm not that cruel. Maybe.
Quiet, maybe.
Maybe.
It's like, you know you are. See that evil laugh.
What are you talking about? Hang on. Hang on. Natural gas. All right. So here's the plan. For now, the natural gas is going to be shipped off back to the main colony so that they can do stuff with it. Unfortunately, that does mean just getting put straight into work, or in this case, getting used as a this horrible installation of just an infinite amount of... Oh, not infinite. Infinite is not the right word here. Just all of these freaking storage containers, because I didn't plan accordingly this time. Should we do it like that? We should not do it like that. Let's do it like that. Okay, all of these are supposed to be containing natural gas, but at least while... I did not hear you fire off. Hey, look, excellent fruit for the other colony.
Yeah, you have to answer why you don't do that.
Cause I'm dumb. Cause
Okay.
yeah, cause I'm dumb. Cause I kind of wanna... I would prefer to have a power room ready for them, and I don't want to waste as many resources. So you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, but hey, that's not gonna work out. That's not gonna work out. There you go. But I should probably start that room up first. Since this is a polluted water vent, I'm probably gonna situate some sort of power generation room, like, right here. Like, I'm not afraid to admit when I'm dumb, because it happens a frightening amount of times. Or at least I'm gonna go with the frightening amount of times. Alright, this is fine. Yeah, this actually works out. With us tapping into this one first and having a natural gas generator running overhead.
You will find we're very easy to admit when we're stupid or dumb. It happens a lot.
Like, well, I mean, I might as well admit it and say, oh, well, you see, and then defend myself like a jackass. It's like, no, I'm done. Sometimes the easiest solution is right there staring you in the face, and you just don't go for it for some reason. Is that right? Okay. That's the floor. I'm going out a stupid way for this. Was that right? That was right. So that's the floor. So that's the floor. Okay. Is this feasible? It might be feasible. Only one way to find out. That's by actually doing the thing. So let's do that. Let's run you. Let's run you as that. I've been trying to fuck around with Let me go back over here. I've been trying to fuck around with the what are they called? Temp shift plates. Particularly up here, and I like to think that they actually kept things largely okay. I still have to properly learn about them, but I think I keep getting told that diamond is probably the better one to use, or probably one that you should choose. I don't know if my spacing is right. I want to say it is, but again, it's not like I'm going to kill you the moment you walk in here because you walk into a furnace. It's more of a, hey, it's just a bit warm outside. Or actually no, that's an okay temperature. Granite's the best budget material. What did I make you out of? Igneous rock. Awesome. So why granite? Yeah, I've used ice as an emergency. Slash every now and then I'll throw in one made out of polluted ice just to get some more polluted water, cause why not? For now, all of my temp shift plates are being used with the idea of keeping things more or less cool. Not like insta cool, more like just make sure it's not stupidly hot.
Scorching.
Yeah. Okay, so what I'm hearing is probably
You're having
cooler
power
with granite.
issues.
Yes, I know. Why do you think? Why do you think I'm trying to send the natural gas from over here over? Hey, good job. Okay, did you accidentally make a vacuum? Cool, we made a vacuum. All right, are all parts ready? All parts ready here. Might as well pause. I'm pretty sure that's where y'all are going, but just in case, let's do that. All right. I'm gonna assume that travel time is gonna take them enough, so we're gonna hurry this part up and lock one of the doors at least so that there's not natural gas coming out. Hopefully, probably, we'll see. That one's on me. Run, bitch. Why are you... Why? May. What the hell did you just do?
Don't take a break in there.
Alright, how much did we get? A couple tiles, that's not bad. We'll sort that out later. There you go. Like, go ahead and close that up. That would be nice. Thank you. Okay. And then we'll just see what's going on over there later. Okay, so again, if that's a floor, that means this ends up being a floor. This ends up being a floor, and I guess I can dig like one. Yeah, I can totally dig into one, so out of caution, I'm probably gonna start outlining this as a nice little the shift button is right there. I could do that. I'm gonna start trying to get this in as the polluted water pit in more ways than one. That is not where I want that. It's right here. Because that ends up being the wall, and we'll start outfitting that later. I'm more interested in this right now, and I should probably move that one over, actually. I don't really want to mess too badly with the polluted water vent that's right there, so we're just gonna try and leave it like that. Okay, we just need proof that we're working okay over here. That's proof enough for me. Yeah, the only thing is I started up this power room assuming that there would be 2 natural gas geysers or natural gas vents in this entire colony. So like, all right, great, just let it up and running. The first active period where we actually tapped into this one, everything went fine. We had a surplus of natural gas. Everything worked well, and now we're here. And everything kind of went not so great. And are we fine here? We're fine here. Yeah, I need to start bottling this or something, or sending it over. Probably sending some over. No, you're the end. All right, who's ready for another ridiculously long pipe? Don't do that. Okay, we'll do that. I think we're gonna grab it from here. Except I'm about to make a ton of spaghetti. Yeah, I'm gonna make a ton of spaghetti here. That's okay. The smart thing to do would probably be to have you right there. Yeah, right there. So that we don't lose anything. Hmm. Oh, right, research. Okay, like that, and we'll just do that. And there, these guys actually have something to do. I have something else to... No,
I'll be
focus
right
on.
back.
Sure.
She's probably going to try and follow me.
She'll appreciate that.
Yes.
That. And I'll hold off on hooking up the
The
shutoff.
lump lives.
Is she coming with you?
Yes.
Aw.
Are you coming
Okay,
with me?
back over here. Like, please tell me you didn't go dormant yet. We still need more. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're just gonna nudge that up. At least for now. Chances are the dog would like to be put up soon, so we're probably gonna stop here in a little bit, but I would like to try and get the power room actually up and running before we get to that. So here, let's do this for the sake of making sure everything's fine. I don't think I should be relying on lead all that much, but it's workable for now. So I'm just gonna leave it alone. We're gonna assume everything's fine, and it won't accidentally melt. At least I hope it doesn't accidentally melt. That'd be pretty bad, right? Hey, there we go. Show me something useful. That's not particularly useful, but I might as well take on a 6th person for here. I should probably get some oxygen generation secured over here, but here, supplying suit wearing digging on Nicola. Actually, we don't have a rancher. Don't have a rancher, and she's starry-eyed, and that's one of the new traits that I really want to play around with. Yeah. I don't have a bed for you, do I? Never mind, there is a bed for you. Okay, there's enough food for you too, so that's fine too. Here, have a 7. Have a 7 for that. You better not be stuck up there holding your breath. You are actually stuck up there holding your breath. That's okay. There you go. You good? Good. Okay, station. There we go. Okay, just slap down. And slap down one of those. Throw down one of those. And just because we're gonna hopefully be getting a free supply of polluted oxygen coming from the bottom, we're just gonna leave it like that. And probably one of those. One of those would be nice. For now, I'm gonna leave everything with the ugly heavy watt wiring because it is gonna be the power backbone for this colony. So meh. If it ends up working, it ends up working. I appreciate it, Unkindled. Yeah, petroleum boiling is one of the things that I need to. You're gonna fall. One of the things I need to work on actually building, because I'm like way past time for that. Okay, like turn yellow, turn yellow. Are you too big? Oh no, you haven't built a thing. Build a thing. Oh, is it break time? It's break time. Okay, I'm just gonna assume that's gonna turn yellow soon enough. I might as well. I should have built this out of this instead. We'll just run it like that for now. Okay, run you on auto harvest. I'm gonna screw with that for a bit. And it might be better if we also actually have a retaining wall on the left side so we don't have to worry about flooding anything else later if I want to dig to the left from here. Oh good, and we've been digging out sand the entire time we've been coming over here, so we should be good like that. In the sense that we don't need to use the rock crusher up here to make any more. What? Oh. Wait, no, that's on the home colony. That's okay. I'm not concerned about that. Grubfruit seed. Did I? There. Just do that. We don't exactly have sugar right now. Wait, that's a lie. That's a damn lie. Yeah, that's a damn lie. There's plenty of sugar. Go use your own sucrose. Well, this would be yellow if I hadn't accidentally gotten all happy and started destroying the ground so we can put an insulated tile, but sure. Oh, poor little Sweetle. We'll probably rescue him later, or he'll fall down here later. Hopefully he doesn't stay in the power room. And we'll just prepare this for now. The bad thing is I didn't plan out the exhaust pipe yet, so that's probably our next biggest challenge. Come here, Nutmeg. I know you want to be put up soon. Come here. There you go.
Good Meg.
Okay, there's that. Let's just drop in like a crappy, not one of those. Let's drop in a crappy that for now. That is not what I hit. Thank you for moving me. Okay. I know I could type in numbers, but I'm not gonna. We're just gonna completely leave that alone. And hang on. How much of you do we have? I assume that's all the lead they're gonna actually throw in. Or maybe I really need to investigate what's going on back on the starting colony, but I assume this is okay for now. Here, you're using lead. Oh, we don't have anybody with the electrical engineering thing. My bad. I guess that means we're getting a new victim after this.
Meg.
You're having a snack without her. She needs a
snack.
tax. She needs a tax of that snack.
This is my snack. They're adorable, but no.
Okay, so the bad news is if I am gonna, when I do go to breach the surface here, I kind of sort of need to go not through this section because I am not letting the cool steam vents heat into the base, and I'm just gonna keep that abyssalite layer nice and mostly existent because I know it breaks right here. But I don't want to touch it. I think it'll do me a lot better like that if I just don't touch it and leave it alone. Also, I'm gonna reclaim those resources right there. And yeah, this one I'll probably try and fight all the polluted oxygen being off-gassed by everything just because I feel like I was able to fight it really well back on the home colony, on the starting colony. What is entombed and why? Yes, I know entombed. Where? Really?
I've had that happen.
Really?
Hmm.
How?
This is my snack.
How and why? It's only 2 kilograms of ice, but it is... It's not that hot in there, never mind.
I actually put a heater to try and help.
I feel like it's a waste of power, though. And I haven't had this problem anywhere else. Like, the water running to it is fairly hot. What the heck?
No, Meg, this is my snack.
There you go. Okay, are you good? I feel like that could make things worse. Yeah, I'm sure that could make things worse here. Let's just mop you up. Let's just mop you up. Oh, see, I like how I built this additional storage and never assigned it anything. Okay, that could be a problem for later, but we're just gonna... Actually, if I leave it alone, they'll pick up all the water and we'll just see what happens. The only thing I'm really worried about is there being carbon dioxide getting sucked up into this. I feel like in theory it shouldn't happen, but never really know. I guess this means only one suit dock is gonna need repair, but I feel like I want to avoid that, but oh well. Okay, let's just assume everything's fine now. There's no more ice. I really want to find out why that even happened in the first place, but I don't feel like it's gonna happen today. If I had more clean water now, I'd probably just set up a carbon dioxide scrubber down here and just catch all of this, make it into polluted water, and then send it right back out, but why? Okay, might as well hook you up. I could have gone the underway, but then that would have made things... I would have had to rebuild this real quick, and I don't want to do that either. Here, have a nice little ladder. There we go. Have a nice little thing to fill out in the meantime. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll actually no. That's the dumb way to do things. Come here. Come here. I can guarantee that that's overkill, but at this point it's what we need. If I were to get up and out of here though, I still don't know. I'm gonna tell you right now, since we came in to this colony on this stream at... Wait, why are you working? Oh. Okay. Some power is better than no power, I guess. Okay, sweep all, or sweep only all. Everything gets moved out of here. Maybe not right there. There we go. Try and save everything before it gets completely buried or drowned out in polluted water. There's plenty of rust here. I'm gonna send this rust over to the other colony, since it already is bitching about breathability, but I have a feeling it's more of a lower part, yeah, lower parts of the colony problem. Yeah, we'll fix that later. Okay, insufficient resources. There you go. Yeah, just start filling up. We'll catch on later. If anything, I could probably get away by using up a ton of, or not using up, building a ton of the gas canisters for the meantime. That actually doesn't sound like a half bad idea. Here, either start building gas reservoirs to hold it, and when we do breach the surface in this one, let it out, or start filling up gas canister fillers so that we can use them in, say, crap, what are they called? The soda machines, soda fountain.
I
Yeah,
like the
that
soda
one.
fountains.
I was like, that's what I should do. Okay, you're still good. What I really need to do is tap that other one, but I feel like I'm gonna spend the next week using up about like another 12, 20 hours. I don't know, just playing this off stream and developing things, because again, with these streams usually being semi-short enough that I don't feel like much progress ever really gets made. I'd rather try and like take leaps and bounds and trying to push a colony forward. Between that and seeing Unkindled's pictures and at least designs for a petrol boiler or any other weird designs that may exist out there, I'd like to try and start incorporate some of those, because yeah, that's fine. Somebody has to bombard that thing. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here, because I need to actually get my thoughts together, and with it being roughly 11 o'clock at night now, I feel like I'm gonna start rambling more than actually making sense. And when either Kelsey and I start shutting up, that's when you know that the night's starting to drag on. It's like, hey, I'm gonna collapse soon. Not that kind of thought, but actually, yes. So here, I'm gonna go ahead and just save over that.
And we don't mind our lobby being bombed like that.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, we'll look at all the pictures no matter how bombed it is.
It just gives me an excuse to like, hey, you should probably make a new Discord lobby channel, not lobby, like a new channel thingy to actually keep things a little more organized. I mean, we appreciate the bombing and spamming of the Discord, but it's just like, hey, maybe I should do that.
Yeah.
It gives me something to do. Oh my god, that almost sounded really weird. That one dude dragging their hand across the rocket thing. But anyways, I've been on for too long, and I probably should get some sleep.
Yes.
Because fun times ahead tomorrow, and Jackbox Party Pack 8.
Yes.
And some really interesting, hopefully interesting games to play.
Hey.
But yeah. Oh hell yeah! Thanks for keeping us company, Unkindled. Glad to hear another person, I guess, commenting about us. Because the two of us usually do end up streaming together, one way or the other. Even if it's a single player game like this.
Yeah, if it's a single player, the other one will be making snarky comments in the background.
Like, why are you doing it that way? Or that's not what I would have done. Or no, you should look over there. Depending on the kind of game. Yeah, I think that's the last push we needed for Phasmophobia, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting things. Or, you know, do a marriage test and end up playing Mario Kart or Overcooked or Cuphead. Probably not Cuphead. But anyways, thank you everybody so much for watching. Hope you guys had fun. hope that I can actually start building some interesting or more interesting stuff in ONI instead of my usual like OCD. Everything needs to be 4 tall and it needs to be like this. But I want to see that. I need to investigate the heart monitor though for Phasmophobia because I'd be down for it.
Oh yeah, not the heart monitor part, but Phasmophobia
I
itself.
I'd put down a heart monitor on me. It could be fun.
It's like you can do it.
I'll do it. We do need to do something for Spooky Month though.
Yes.
And I don't feel like playing more Luigi's Mansion because we've exhausted that.
We 100%ed that game. I don't know. Like, do we have the footage?
It's
still?
really
But-
broken.
But it's mostly there.
That would require a second mic or a more sensitive mic where you could hear bodily functions like oh shit, getting the literal crap scared out of you in a horror game. But anyways, hope you guys had a great time. Hope you guys have a great night. Like we said, tomorrow night is game night. If you want to stop by and play Jackbox with our brand of interesting, funny, because
We're just interesting.
Well,
I'll put it as that.
well, we never do like offensive. We just do like interesting. Sure. Anyway, stop on by tomorrow. That fun starts at 8 p.m. Central. I really need to learn the Greenwich, the UTC time for that, because I feel like that's just universal.
Yeah.
Duh, it's in the name. Anyways, have a great night, Unkindled, and anyone else watching, either now or in the future. Have a great night as well, and we'll catch you guys next time.